swell. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Hey, I said I've been slaving, dog. Let me see the money. Hey, now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny. Hey, I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. I'm away to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Oh, yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Hey, I said I've been slaving, dog. Let me see the money. Hey, now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny. Hey, I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. I'm away to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Oh, yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next. So feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West. Whoa. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Hey, I said I've been slaving, dog. Let me see the money. Hey, now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny. Hey, I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. I'm away to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Oh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. I said I've been slaving, dog, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love this, say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Oh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. I said I've been slaving, dog, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love this, say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Oh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on a West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed. So now the way I'm winning, I might have to.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We back with another sold out live, another sold out podcast on this Wednesday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. My name is Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls, and y'all know we have slowly introduced Music Mondays, which has been popping ever since we pretty much started that joint. So y'all definitely sub up to the channel if y'all haven't done so already. Y'all see the topic, and I'm gonna go ahead and let my homie go ahead and introduce himself.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's me, Dev Dunks, man. Hope everybody's day's been going well, man. Let's just get into it.
Most definitely, man. So y'all see the topic, man. We're talking band LA. The next, what is this? Consignment shop, resale shop.
Yeah,
That's pretty much and this is all alleged. Let me go and say this in the beginning of the video because when Dunks put this information out in the sold out Discord, shameless plug right there. Y'all definitely I had that pinned to the chat. I had the pin up to the top of the chat. So if y'all aren't a part of the Discord, make sure y'all sign up for the Discord. And as more people come up in this joint, y'all make sure y'all sign up. But what I was gonna say is the minute Dunks kind of put this story out there, and I saw that it was banned in LA, and y'all know I've been collecting sneakers since whatever. Dunks can probably tell you faster than I can.
yeah,
But I've come, I've been in the game enough to see the trends and the trades of where it changes every year. Even sometimes it can blink your eye and change. And so Ban LA, I didn't hear Ban LA, and it may have been around because I also saw that it may have been like a Facebook group first. And I don't have Facebook, so
yeah.
kind of struggling with that one. Dunks may be more able to chime in on that. But I was gonna say I heard of a name, and then I kind of see him slowly popping up with the Urban Necessities owner, right? Okay, I don't really want to use these guys' name. If I do, I'm just gonna be reading what's already posted. This is all alleged. I don't know anything. I'm not there. I'm not accusing these guys of anything. I'm just showing you guys that's what's already been public knowledge at this point. So win and if, and the reason I had to talk like this because you know how these guys are. At least specifically one of them, the hustler that loves to kind of also take different moves about handling stuff. But we all have our opinion, and like I said, I'm willing to sit down and talk to anybody who wants to talk to me that's want to talk with some sense. But I say all that to say,
hmm
I'm not accusing anybody. I am not trying to ban anybody's business. I'm not trying to make anybody's business look bad at all. All I'm doing is repeating information was out there. I just find it a little ironic that this band LA, right? The
hmm
owner, right? I never really seen him. Well, I have seen him without the Urban Necessities owner, but when I first got introduced to him, which is what I was going to say before I went on that whole tangent, is I didn't see the band LA owner or know of his knowledge until pretty much I feel like the Urban Necessities owner put him on. Now he may have been doing this thing beforehand. That's something I probably should try to. That's another thing too. Find a research for this topic, man. So if y'all haven't picked up on this just yet, the band LA owner has been getting a lot of backlash about saying he pretty much owed consigners. And then I saw another post on Twitter where I guess this guy used to be a manager and he had owed him money at some point. Again, this is all alleged and this is what is out there and this is what I read. I don't know because I wasn't there, and I'm not saying these are 100% truth or factual. This is just all alleged and assumptions, and this could all be very much fictional. So you take whatever we say in this live, you take your own and form your own opinion. We're not gonna bash these guys. That's why I'm not trying to really come at them like that. But I was gonna say I never heard of one without the owner. Now the Urban Necessities owners has been caught up in some BS before, but he's not been accused of, like, to the best of my knowledge, I haven't seen anybody have any issues as far as like receiving their payouts when it comes to consignment. Now, if y'all aren't familiar with what consignment is, it's pretty much say like you don't want to sell your shoes directly to the store, but I thought consignment, to the best of my knowledge, is where you pretty much sell, you pretty much put the shoe in the store and they let you know once a shoe is sold. So you're selling through them and they take a percentage of the sales. Usually, I want to say I've seen payouts anywhere from low as 8% to 10%, and probably some even more, depending on the store. You know what I'm saying? And they're not the first sneaker store to do this. But I do find that, especially on the West Coast, right? Because this store is on the West Coast. I just find it a little ironic how this comes right after the Zeta Kick situation, and then we slowly see we saw we in another store we didn't even touch on is Cookies and creams, same
Yeah.
situation, sort of. You know what I'm saying?
LA
Again,
also.
what happened?
I say also in LA.
Yeah, also in LA as well. And we got banned LA. I feel like it's slowly about to start trickling, from it's gonna work its way from the West Coast all the way to the people that's doing it in the East Coast. Cause you guys gotta admit, even though this guy kind of was setting up the store in Ban LA has been around to the best of my knowledge before the whole 2020 situation, but not that much longer. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna even pull up the proof where I saw him and the Urban Necessities the owner together, man. Not taking shots at these guys, but I'm just saying this is just where I seen them at. I think because y'all know I watched a lot of sneaker YouTube, so I saw him first on one of the Urban Necessities owner video. Now this video was back in 2017, so homie has been. To the best of my knowledge, that's the first time I had that may have not been the original time that it started, but you got to think somewhere along the lines of 2017 that he's kind of come in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he was introduced by the Urban Necessities owner. Now he may have been doing his own thing, but I'm just saying that's just what I'm going off of, man. And all the people that's coming in, join, smash the like button. Goes a long way. Smash the like button. So I'm gonna share my screen here in a second, but I do want to touch through in the chat real quick. Um, let's see. We got Kwame in the building says, "Yo." Manny with a kick says, "Hey, yo." We got Kwame says, "What's good?" Uh, I think he's going with Manny. Kind of misspelled. Oh, he put Manny with an explanation point. Manny said, "Ordering some food and what it looked like, my guy." Kwame says, "Nice to hit some takeout earlier." Okay. Rachel says, "What up, everyone? Smash that like button." Yes, ma'am. We got Manny with the kick says, "You already know the vibes." Dan Anderson says, "Hello, all." Rachel W says, "Dan, hi, welcome." Let's see. We got Kwame says, "Yo, Rachel, what up?" Rachel says, "I'm good. Salty. I couldn't cop anything earlier, but it's wearing off now." Okay, so yeah, apparently there was a little sidebar real quick. Apparently there was a shot drop earlier that they did. I only seen two shoes on there, but every time
Yeah.
when I got the notification, when I opened up the sneakers app, they was already sold out to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
what they did, the Jackie Robinson dunks,
Yeah.
and then what else they have on there? They had
The barbacoa Travis Scott Air Max.
Yeah, they had those, and then some people were saying that they were seeing some. I thought they said they saw the orange lobsters on that
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'd never seen that one loaded up on mine, so I heard it may have been different. Like that may have been overseas or something like that. But don't quote me. I'm just going off what I basically only reason I know this is because of the Discord. I would have caught this all late, man.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Honestly, me too. Because I just so happened to be on lunch and opened up Discord and saw uh what people were talking about it, and then so I went on there and I saw them, and I was like, they already sold out. So
yeah,
what's the point?
yeah. So apparently we just kind of missed the boat. But even from the people I've heard in the Discord that entered, did y'all anybody catch a W?
Yeah.
Y'all sign off if you did catch a W. Let's see. Man on the kick says, "Hella shock for me too, Rachel. Mad random where the lost and founds Nike cap and I see." Okay, so yeah, because remember we had that rumor about the lost and founds. Salute to Dunks. He definitely just got his pair in that he was looking for. If y'all haven't saw that in the Discord, Dunks put that in there.
Oh yeah.
How how you feeling them now that you on the team? You know, man, so to speak.
Yeah, I like them. I like them. Like you, me, and Manny, we talked about them a little last night in the Discord. Uh, nothing too big on them. Just gonna do a little lace swap. But yeah, I'm ready to rock.
Most definitely. I think I'm gonna go with the black lace in my joint. I need to rock
Yeah.
mine, but
Hmm.
like Dunks may have told me earlier before we hopped on the live, we got a little bit of snow in the area, so I'm still moving correctly, not enough. Still,
Yeah.
actually, this week has been very busy for me, so yeah, it's gonna be definitely more interesting. I feel like when I drop that video on Saturday for my weekly sneaker rotation, definitely y'all gonna see some interesting stuff in there. Um, Mr. Through and Four says, "Sup, Jeremy and Dunks with a salute."
Yo,
Got Manny says, "I never seen him before either. Too, you know who put him in videos." Yeah, true. And I know what you meant because I saw the way you wrote the word too. But salutes, Manny. You on the same energy I'm on that type of time. Salutes to that. Um, Rachel says at 314, "Hey." Mr. 314 says, "Hey, Rachel." Kwame says, "I never did a consignment, just sold through Facebook groups." Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never done consignment either. It used to be a spot out here called well, I ain't gonna put the name out there, but that store don't it used to be very big and Same their problem happened way before this whole like 2020 wave thing took off. That may have been the nail on the like they hit the head on the nail, but with the hammer, but they was already having issues where they're about to close down anyway. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then that pretty much because they same scenario. They were taking a lot of consignment, and they wasn't allegedly they wasn't letting people know that hey, we need our payouts. So I'm gonna break down what we got on Twitter, and I'm gonna break down who these guys is, show you my proof on that one, and we're gonna go ahead and just get through this thing. Let me see. Uh, ABA7 says Jackie's and Travis Scott Air Max ones. 314 says I actually cried. I was asleep and missed the whole drop. F my life. Rachel says Concept Air Max and Orange Lobsters loaded for me. Oh wow,
Wow.
I didn't get that at all. But
No.
Rachel kind of like in a different time zone, I think too. So maybe they did something different for each region. But then again, can't be because you
Yeah.
got the same thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Man, maybe Rachel account got some. Man, Rachel, I feel like I always get access to everything though. Like I know she go through the hard times of like whenever they trying to do like when you pick up at your location and stuff like that. Well, not you, but Rachel had that one. I seen that one. Um, let's see. Kwame says I never saw the concepts Air Maxes or Orange Lobsters. Me neither. Rachel says I don't know anyone that took a W. Maybe that was just a small restock,
Yeah.
very small restock. And I saw that when I hit the internet, it faded on there like wildfire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
They said a huge restock.
yeah, pretty much. So let me pull up what we got on Twitter about these guys real quick. So the story, if y'all haven't been living under a rock, what's going on? I seen this on, I believe he goes by YouTube guy. Let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds, and boom, right here. So this is kind of looks like a message that was sent to the owner of Band LA that consigned with them apparently. So this is where it all kind of stemmed from, and then I'm gonna show you guys the other message from the person that used to be a manager there, or he'll even confirm when I read it. This is all alleged, by the way. So let me just go through what pretty much was put in there. It says, "I hate to do this because I really enjoy doing business together. Calling out," and he puts the Band LA owner in Band LA. "After promising consigners would be paid out, the Band LA owner owes me 30,000 from sales and has been dodging calls for over 2 months. He has promised to call me back twice, but still no return call. I flew to LA. I wonder where did he flew from LA from? Like, where is he at? I mean, you don't necessarily have to be in the same state to consign with some people, but I'm very curious. You shipping your product on there and just wait and within trustworthy of like, hey man, hope these guys let me know when my shoes sell soon. Especially if you got a hot item where you know it's not gonna sit. Say like you got a pair of Travis Scotts. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Even the lowest selling Travis Scotts, right? And you can determine what that is for yourself. Those are not going to sit long. And you get just imagine if you would have consigned yours, and how long would you think they would sit there before you can say like, hey man, how they sold yet? You know what I'm saying? That, and who's to say they don't have a proper? I'm hoping now they have an actual more scanning system that'll send a notification once it's been scanned and checked out. But also, who will say they can't change the RFD code or whatever they want to use where it don't even give them the notification?
Yeah.
It's a lot of slippery slope down. I'm not saying this is what happened, but homie said I flew to LA to pick up remaining inventory last week and picked up with no problem. However, I cannot get paid out for what sold, and when I tried to negotiate for product instead of cash, I was told no. The employee told me that they are prioritizing rent and payroll with consigners money and only have $6,000 in their account at the time. So funny. You was just saying that behind the scenes, right? When we're talking, you're like, the overhead. We was talking about that. A lot of those storefronts don't realize what, especially in LA. I don't even want to know what the rent price is or nothing like that. I think it's something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that's
Sure. It's
crazy. That like
probably at least 80, 90,000.
what, a year?
Yeah. Depend. Look, obvious location depend. The location will go determine that or determine price, but
I'm gonna be
I'd say
honest.
standard is about 80, maybe.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I ain't heard one thing I've never heard in the same sentence is LA and cheap. I never heard that in the same sentence until I just use it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't even want to know what that is, but I just heard all I ever heard was LA and expensive. Um, let's see. It also says, I'm only making this call outpost so consigners are fully aware of the situation. Pick up your product before it sells, and you can't get paid out. If I had known sooner, I wouldn't have been in this situation. Interesting. That means he probably would have never sent them the product.
Yeah.
So, my thing is this, I'm curious, where did he fly from, and what did he must have like basically went to stayed out there, shipped all his product, depending on how much it is. Because I know you don't want to fly with all that. Even if you check it, they're not going to take care of them shoes unless you have like no boxes. And you know how I feel about when people don't have the box. I don't care how long you had a shoe. I had a box that fall apart, but you know it's legit.
Did he maybe rent like a U-Haul with all his shoes in there, maybe, and took them to LA?
He pretty brave. I mean, I don't know what he did. He I don't he said he flew out there, but maybe I've seen him do that though. I've seen it where some have rented U-Hauls, stacked all the stuff, and just drove across to make the bread. And I'm like, man, y'all, I I applaud y'all dedication. Now he did share a screenshot of the text message between him and the LA owner. He even got banned LA in parentheses, but again, he could have put the number up too. He says this happened on January 21st, 3:42. He says, yo, how you doing, bro? He says, I'll call you in a couple hours. Pretty much it took him like hours to respond.
Yeah, I'll
Damn,
come in a few hours.
yeah, like dude sent the message at 3:42. He didn't respond until 6:25 p.m. Like,
And then with a lame ass message like, "I'll call you back in a few hours." It's
yeah,
been a few hours.
yeah, it's already been a few hours. Yeah, I'll call you in a couple hours. Bro, it's already been a couple hours. Man, see,
After
I
she
would have been
responded.
hey, I would have been pissed right there. And he said, sounds good, bro. I'll be up. Oh, so he definitely in a different time zone. Because he said he'll be up. Granted, in a couple hours means 6, 7, 8. A couple means 2. So we're gonna say it's supposed to be
Yeah,
7, 8. And
this
so
dude.
go ahead.
No, say he had no intentions of calling him back.
Hell no. Then he waited the next day on a Sunday at 1 8. Damn, he texting this dude at one. He must got some serious bread invested, bro. He up
Yeah,
at 1:18 a.m. texting this guy. But
I mean, if your $75,000, $30,000 was just,
he said
what
30.
did you be up to?
Yeah, he said 30. This dude said 30.
30,000. When did you be up at 1 a.m. too? Like, where the money at, man? Come on, stop playing around. And then I text you about it, and you hit me with a dry ass response like that. After I already waited for you to respond, I'll call you in a couple hours.
Right. Oh, I seen him. This band LA owner. Again, it was with your boy Urban Necessities. They was at the Complex Con one time, basically trying to brag on the type of bread they spending and so forth. But
He just opened up a store in Dubai. Actually, I think no.
yeah, and I saw the slack that he got behind that, saying like, "Oh, now you can definitely get away." And this is all alleged, but I've seen in the comments where people are like, "Oh, now you can definitely get away with selling."
With it. Just say get away with it.
Yeah, you can definitely get away with whatever people think you do, because he ain't hit his name been on a chopping block. My thing with him is he always want to look like the underdog and the good guy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
hell, maybe one or two
And
times, but hell, at this
we have that private. Then we well, never mind. We talked about him off live too.
yeah, most definitely, man. And that's just between me and the homie. But then homie hit him again, like the next day. I told you that he said, "What's good?" Somebody texting you at 1:18 a.m. saying, "What's good?" Then he waited. He gave it what 3, 4 more hours. Yeah, because then he texted him again same day at 4:52. Says, "Yo, man, give me a call."
Yeah. Call me, man. What's up, man? Where's my
Hey,
money, man?
he waited a couple hours again and he sent them this nicely long text message. I think I can make this all out. It says, "Yo, I know you're busy, but I'm here in LA and would like to meet up." Oh, now he pretty much just, Oh damn! So he sent this at the 21st, and then literally once homie didn't respond with those hours, at 1 a.m., 1:18 a.m. when he texted him was good, he was already booking a flight.
Yeah,
He was already booking a flight, and notice he gave him like 4 hours. Yeah, as soon as he land, he let him know, hey, he land there a couple hours later. So he got to be probably a couple few states over in the next. He got to be whatever the next time zone over. You know what I'm saying? He's probably on Central Time. But
yeah,
I'm just, this is all alleged. This is just what I'm going off of what I'm reading off this. Says, yo, I know you busy, but I'm here in LA and would like to meet up. I picked up my inventory. Okay, cool. So the people that worked there just gave him his inventory. And in all honesty, come to an agreement on being paid out. I don't need he's letting them know he wants to. I would like, he said, I picked up my inventory. Yeah, I picked up my inventory, and it's all honesty. I come to an agreement on being paid out. I don't need straight cash. We can work something out. Wow, this is a nice dude because I would want my cash.
yeah.
That's a nice guy. I don't know who this is, but he's a nice guy. He says,
I mean, you see how long it took him to even blast the guy.
yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, because think about this.
he gave him plenty of chance.
Yeah, and this just came out at the end of the month on the 30th or the 31st. I want to say it came out on the 30th. So yeah, I mean, what more do you want him to do? And then he said this has been going on for a few months too. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said that up in
So
the
say
yeah. He definitely said that up in the post, like, yo, it's been going on for a few months. You know, I'm letting y'all know whoever else is consigning with him. You know what I'm saying? Um,
yeah, out for it.
yeah. He says we can work something out. I know it may not be right now, and it's cool. Then this is a dude who's a nice guy. There's got to man, because they don't know, or he sound like if I catch this dude in you know, he's trying to be calm. So when he catch him in because it sound like yo, 30, you in the whole you he holding 30K worth of your product and or consignment money. Anyway, like I
Yeah.
just can't. Yeah, he probably being calm for this, but this dude he ducking him for a reason. Now you fill in the blank of what you think, but homie, I wouldn't be surprised this guy got hands or something. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Hey,
who's this nice over 30K? He says, I know it may not be right now, and that's cool. No, it ain't. That's not, I'm telling you, it ain't cool with me. He says, but there's gotta be an open dialogue between us. I can't help you solve the problem without a mutual agreement, and I respect you enough to come discuss this in person. Let me know when you can meet tonight. I'll be in Beverly Hills. Just give me a call. Okay, yeah, he got money. He got money. So he obviously do know who he was. The thing is where I was like, well, maybe the band LA owner is like phone is like cut off or something. But I'm like, nah, it can't be because he did respond, not
mm-hmm,
just he did respond the day before.
mm-hmm.
He responded the day before. So yeah. And homie said, yeah, he pretty much he said that this dude owes him 30K from sales, and he's been this is from sales, off of sales
Mm-hmm.
alone. So he definitely more
This is the
product.
stuff that did sell,
Yeah,
not just the stuff that he had still in the store.
yeah, yeah. He
This
said,
guy would be a reseller himself.
well, definitely is. But my thing is like, yeah, you might as well just open up your own business, you know. And let me see what it says. I don't understand why they don't automatically sue these people who owe thousands. That's what somebody said in the chat. I mean, you think that should be another route you can go? Um, and then the YouTube person, he did say lawyers cost money. That's a fact. They're already broke from being owed thousands. That's a fact. Valid point at that. Because one thing I've learned about lawyers and in my own legal situation is very, very expensive. Very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Then we got another person says you need a show. You need a show all encompassing of that's included in the highs and the lows, positive drama. Because who bang anywhere? Okay, cool. He said Bachelor's Gold. Not reading that one. He says hard pass. Okay, cool. So I think we pretty much got all that. Let's see what else. Show replies. I think we got a little bit more. He says so. I'm the end. They're not going to get paid back regardless. They might as well have the company owner arrested and face charges. So that's what people think. Some people may just, yeah. And one person says, I honestly not surprised. A lot of people shouldn't run a business in with prioritizing rent. That's a fact. That should be that already. Whether you should be able to have your rent ready.
Hmm.
You know, should you honestly, if you making a business, even if you going off your monthly sales, your your rent, honestly, you should make that joint within the first couple weeks. So all the rest of it should be, hell, really the first week. But I would hope you want to make that joint in the first couple of weeks. So the last couple of weeks of the month, you can get all your bread. That's what owes and make sure you're
Hmm.
taking care of your people. And I mean, he's the store. I know he's been around since 2017. So he obviously was doing something right. But again, resale is on another playing field now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Says no. He says you can tell he slash they have no idea how to run one. I hope people can sue and retrieve their bag. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. If he owe you money, then he owe you money. Says this is 100% why I refuse to consign anything. Too many shady people in the industry. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Now I'm gonna pull up the other one up on this joint that I found out. That was the first one. Scroll through real quick, and so this right here is apparently from a guy who used to be a manager at um Band LA. Again, this is all alleged, but pretty much this was posted out, and this is from, I guess he goes by Steven Rodriguez is his name, right? This is what he said, right? And this is all alleged. I'm just reading it. It says, I was managing this store for a little over 2 years. They fell behind on paying us the beginning of September of 2022. Okay, so this is an employee. I stuck around for 3 months waiting for them to give us directions and funds, which never came. I quit on November 1st after I became fed up with the excuses and lack of urgency to the situation. That day I quit was owed 35K because damn, 35 30 is the magic number. So if you think about it, that's like 65K plus the additional shoes that the dude left behind. So this is we already know these are what the number according to what's posted. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just alleged, and I don't know. But yeah, because I specifically told them to pay other people as much as they could, which caused my tab to grow tremendously. My tab is now down to around 13 to 14K, but it's about to be 6 months and I'm still open and it's still open. I was told I would get a small check every week, but I haven't been able to collect in 3 weeks now. Okay, so he haven't paid him in 3 weeks, but he still owes him apparently 13 to 14K out of 35K. So I mean he was paying him, you know?
Hmm.
um Everyone is saying you should pull up. You don't know shit, saying you don't know shit. What are you supposed to do? Hit them or steal shit? He said, hit them or steal shit and risk catching a case because we owed money. We're owed money. Okay. I mean, still, I mean, do something. He's saying basically, don't. What's the point of pulling up and then getting yourself in a more legal point? Getting yourself in a legal trouble. He's thinking smart.
Yeah.
um Take them to court, but they can't afford it anyway, so I waste more money. Yeah, he said this is the next one. He said take them to court, but they can't afford it anyway, so I waste more money on fees. Bunch of small time resellers in here that make 5K a year off shoes acting like they have any idea what they would do. If you're such a badass, then pull up and collect your debt. If you give it to you, then you can keep it. Wasn't gonna say shit out of respect I had for them, but enough is enough, and people need to be held responsible for their mistakes. Shit's gone on for too long already, especially when they don't make any effort to reach out to you or give you any type of update unless you ask for it yourself.
Wow.
Sounds like a trend from even from the last. This guy worked there. He was managing. He was managing. So
Hmm.
employees aren't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And now, pretty much, what we have, the consigners aren't getting paid. Which technically, the consigners, can you say they're damn near basically an employee because they're helping your store run? They're like a silent investor, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what people said on this one on the post because this was actually from another person on Twitter. He says, replying, let's see, all Steven has to do is contact the California EDD about his wages, and they'll go after the owner. Let's see. Let's see. One person says, owed an employee 35K. What was their wage? Sheesh. I mean, ain't no telling how long he been behind though. But he said he put up with it for about what? From September 2022 and he quit in
Yeah,
November. So he stuck around for about 3 months. And then, I mean, honestly, I'd have gave him like a couple weeks and got the hell on, bro.
yeah, not months.
Yeah, y'all. That's why I said everybody. He must be like a really nice guy. But then again, according to who in the Discord, we've heard individuals say that he tried to consign with him. And that person, y'all know who I'm talking about. Big Money Sonny said it. I think he said it. He tried to consign with him, and dude was not so nice. You know what I'm saying? And we know Big Money Sonny has he's consigned with Cool Kicks to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me down in the comment section. I don't know if he made it in here tonight. Um, but yeah, this is a very, very sticky situation. Looks like this guy goes by the name of Kung or King Fu. Or King Fufu says, post names and addresses, bet money they'll pay because if they pull up, they collecting the debt either in cash or merchandise, especially that you claim you don't want it. Plenty of people in LA rob people for dollars. You taking 30K, LOL, they will pull up, bruh. Okay, so yeah, that's what he's saying. People in the comment section are pretty much telling them to pull up and fight. You know what I'm saying? But I understand where homie coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's he in a lose-lose situation no matter what. Now,
Yeah,
I will say here, I think is this one of this is one of the times I seen them pop up, or this is the last time I seen them pop up on YouTube. This is the Urban Necessities owner and the band LA owner. Apparently he says this is a title video on YouTube, which I'm not gonna play. Says I look at my entire collection and why I decided to sell it. Okay, I look at his entire collection and why he decided to sell it. So apparently, I guess the Urban Necessities owner sold his, or maybe the band LA person sold his. I think I remember watching this joint back in the day. And then this is where I originally saw him pop up, I think. And this was in 2017, whenever before he got the braids and all that. So apparently, and then what kills me is I also found out that band LA actually has merchandise inside Foot Locker, or on the at least you can get them on the Foot Locker website. So they were doing something right, at one point.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So this is where I first saw him off of, and everybody's favorite new guy. I'm gonna touch the chat real quick. Let me touch the chat. Y'all smash that like button for all the people that's coming up in here as well, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Let me hit that real quick, and I'm gonna close out these two tabs because we pretty much covered that definitely. But let me hit the chat, see what all we got up in here. Let's see. Last one I think I read was says pretty much it says Rachel says, I don't know anyone that took a W. Daniel Workman says, Jackie and lobsters loaded for me. Okay, cool. So, right,
yeah,
okay. So it
me.
seems like it was a mixture then. It was a mixture. Manny with the kick says, me either. Rachel, let's see. AB87 says, he'd have to see me over 30K and knuckle up in the streets. Okay. AB is about that life. Says, 10K a month in rent. Mm-mm. I believe it, but like, hey, ain't no way, bro. You might as well just keep everything up online. Why even open up a storefront if it's going to cost that much? But I get it because some people want something that night, or some they want to do. If they want to go shopping, they don't want to like think about online. Even if you do next day shipping or 2 day shipping, and fine print somewhere, it still says it's not guaranteed. You can't do nothing but maybe get a little bit of it. Either way, your product ain't gonna be there regardless on time if it's gonna be late. And then you can't do anything but maybe get like semi refund, and not from the seller. It's going whoever the delayed shipping fell on. If especially if you order somewhere say guaranteed shipping, and then the weather's bad, and you all the way across the country. You know, yeah. AB says it's true. The owner addressed it and says he will pay people. Let's see. Manny with the kick says 87 dead ass. He owed me his store for 30K. I mean, that's apparently 3 months worth of rent on that motherfucker. Um, the Slayer says, "What's good? What's good? What's going on, fam?" ABA7
Yo,
says those folks in Dubai aren't going to question his authenticity. Exactly. I was hearing that as well, and he's talking about urban necessities. They're not going to question it. That's why it's an easy money grab. You know what I'm saying? Laws are different over there. You know. Um, this is
This is
my
too
thing. Okay, this is
tangent.
my thing. This is my thing, right? I'm glad we brought that up. You can open up another store in like Dubai, but you don't want to open up. Why not open up more across your own country first?
He's opening up another one here in Vegas.
Yeah, but I mean, why not? Why
See,
not?
that
If
doesn't
you
help.
no, that doesn't mean anything. Let me tell you why. Let me tell no. Let me hear me out. You gonna stay on your own turf, or you can go. Why not go worldwide? You had one in New York, and I have my own speculations of what happened in New York or why that one's gone. We can say XYZ, but I have a feeling I just find it funny when the urban identity dropped, that store dropped a couple weeks or a month later off of it. Which what kills me is when that situation bothered me too, how they be fronting a little bit. I'm not saying he was from, but I mean this is how I feel alleged. Like he made it seem like he did have a store in New York, but he made it seem like it was like one of those like he had his own storefront, but he was actually I think he was he was inside of a section in American Eagle in the store. If I'm not
Uh,
mistaken. I'm like, what the hell? And then remember I made a video on that joint years ago. Man, I'm going down memory lane where I had found out whenever it had closed. I called a lady. I should have recorded that joint. I regret that to this day because I even told the person who did Urban Identity the same thing. I recorded that joint, and when I called, I was like, "Yo, I'm trying to see if XYZ open. Can you transfer me there?" And they're like, "Oh, he know here." They like you can she had like a strong accent. I remember forget she's like, he know they know here no more. They're not here no more. I like, oh, okay. I was like, it's I was like, it's gonna open later or they're like, no, it's gone. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? She confirmed, like, you know what I'm saying? But these storefronts, especially, but I'm saying this, especially he was so excited to be there in New York, which would make sense to have one in New York,
mhm.
which I don't know if it's true or not, but I also thought I heard of did round two close down? I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google that because I was hearing things. I could be wrong, but I'm hearing that like these consignment stops and these like resale shops are slowly starting to
Yeah.
fade. Slowly starting to fade. Let me look this up real quick. It's gonna bother me, but I'm not really surprised, man, because the cost of living is going up, and they're either gonna keep upping up the shoes where they're probably already pushing it. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Like to see that
Hmm.
either you're gonna keep going up on the prices or you're gonna have to find something different to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very curious. I'm very curious of like what's the future to hold for a lot of other these people too, man. Let me see. I think round two. I think this is it because there's one in there's definitely one in Richmond. There's one in, but I'm gonna click on this one. Yep, permanently closed. The round two joint is permanently closed. I gotta check out the New York store too, but I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can see this joint. So I'm not even tripping. A lot of these consignment shops, bro, they're not. They ain't hanging out. This is round two in Richmond, VA. Says permanently closed. Permanently. So I don't even remember how they even. I don't even know they had closed for real. I think there's one in New York. I'm gonna put round two New York. Maybe they only close certain ones. New York. I think this is the joint right here. Um, let's see. I'm very curious. Is this the one? Round two. This one is closed. I don't think this is the actual store though. I think we got to do like the hold up. Excellent customer service, good prices, great staff. I don't know if this is the actual one. Let me see. Website. This may be it. Maybe yeah. They closed the one down in Richmond, so they're gonna keep this one open. But I don't. I think this is something slightly different because it don't even look like they're the type of consignment shop anymore. It may be another one in there, but yeah, because New York is kind of like big. But I know, and then they had one I think in Florida too. Let me see. I think it's one in Florida. I wonder if that joint's still open. You know what I'm saying? Because it may
Yeah.
be round two like vintage, but I'm gonna see round two. I'm gonna put Florida. And boom, click this joint. Yep, permanently closed. So the one in Florida, permanently closed. I gotta see on this on their Instagram. They like this is round two store, Miami pages. Yeah, this is they got the sites still up, but I don't think these joints are active anymore. Or maybe they just kept the one in New York. That's what it's looking like because they got this joint. It's closed. I'm very curious. See, they was just excited though, and they just haven't been long open. It's like, um, yeah. This is crazy. I wonder what made them kind of close things down. Because I mean, I would think Miami South Beach would still be a good place to sell sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just this is kind of shocking to me. Like I said, I hate to keep bringing this up, but I want to know who else is pretty much on the chopping block. Let me see if this is the one round two vintage. So this could be the store vintage by round two. Okay, so that's another spinoff. So maybe they just kept the two New York stores. Maybe they just doing things on that. Let me see. Make sure I ain't
Maybe.
tripping. This is Instas. But yeah, this is vintage by round two. This is something kind of different. I don't think nobody even really followed this. This is just one if you want to get like, let me see who else is there like following. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna follow their own store, which is this one right here. Yeah, let me click this joint. Just curious. Yeah, so this is the round two store entrepreneur. Yeah, which is weird though. I think they originated from Florida, but I guess the only
Hey,
store they're keeping open
be
is.
right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink.
Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna hit the chat anyway. This
Yeah.
is very interesting to me. So I'm gonna put it back on the main screen real quick and boom, right here. Dunks is grabbing a drink, everybody. But if y'all feeling this live, sound off. I'm gonna touch the chat real quick. Let me touch the chat. Let me touch the chat. Um, let's see. Mr. True and Four says, "Hey, Rachel Kwame says I never did a consignment, only through Facebook groups. Read that one. Read that one. Read that one. Where I'm at, 30K past that one. Okay, I went a little too far up. Let's see what's going on, fam. Let's see. I think where I left off somewhere, two J's that said, give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna get caught up. I know I'm like all over the place right now. Um, but honestly, I'm really not surprised at this joint. Let's see. I think it was like this right here. What's going on, fam? The folks in Dubai read that one, shaking my head. Okay, cool. Said, yeah, I think that's where I left off was the Dubai joint. Rachel says at Slayer High. So many with the kick says, shaking my head, 87. That's a fact. Foul play. I don't trust the services after troll video. I mean, and that's probably why he took legal action against Troll. You know, sad, but that's probably why. Um, which that's I think that's what he said. 8B87 says Manny, the same authenticator works for eBay. Oh wow. Which one? I didn't know they used to eBay authenticator used to work for Urban Necessities. I mean, that doesn't mean she was a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Or he or she is a part of their problem. You know what I'm saying? The Slayer says, Rachel, what up? Rachel says, I would not care how much money I personally have. This dude is way too calm about 30K. Wonder if they signed an agreement with the when they can sign. I'm almost positive he got some type. I would hope he has some type of like paperwork to cover himself if say like, hey, at the end of the day, we're not responsible or we don't owe this. Something's got to be on there. But I mean, at the same time, it's still got to be on that paperwork where you agree to pay X amount too if the product's XYZ. So I'm
Mhm.
very curious, but I'm almost positive. I would hope to consign with any store. It ain't just be like, hey, here's my shoes. All right, here's a account number to scan to it. See you later. I mean, I don't think I could do that if I know my. Think about it. If you got like you taking a pair of like shoes that you hit on the sneakers app that you know are going for a couple thousand, which I don't see why you just wouldn't sell it on eBay. But these guys apparently do big numbers though. So I'm assuming this person may be even a damn botter. I wouldn't be surprised if they're a botter. I mean, because how else
Was he
you got
an
30K?
employee?
Yeah, he could be an employee. True, true.
No, I'm
Maybe
saying is
that's
that who you they're referring to? The one who Sam who said he worked
nah.
there,
The
right?
one, the one who consigned there and said the dude still owe him 30K because they both he
Oh,
owe. Yeah, my thing. I'm scared if he a botter or he may work at got a good connection because I'm like, how you even get that much in stock to consign with him in the first place? But none of my business. But yeah, and we can take it from the employee side of things too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm
yeah, that's. Like I said that's why I say he's got to be a great guy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've heard different stories. Um, let's see. Let's see.
I
Let's see.
actually sent you something. If check your phone. Just something, but
Yeah.
but about the situation, but I just don't want to speak on it. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Oh yeah, I already know that. I already knew that
Oh, okay.
already. Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay. All
telling
right
me
then.
something? Yeah, yeah, I know this was. Yeah, I already know that already. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't really put it out there like that, but you already know that, homie.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I already knew. So I know. Oh, you talking about the band LA owner? He's out in Vegas.
No, the employee.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's okay, cool. So he's from Vegas, or he stays in Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, either way, you know.
Yeah. So just saying, like like somebody in my in the this in the page I follow had tagged him. He was like, he confirmed that it was all true. He was like, yeah, like he still owe me all this and that and everything.
Yeah, that's messed up, man.
Hmm.
Imagine your job right now saying, "Hey, yo, checks ain't get cut this week. We got you next week, and then week after that, the week after that, you gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? You are gonna feel
Yeah.
some type of way." Manny with the kick
Oh
says the Mexican guy that used to work at the store then got fired after the video came out. Oh wow, you talking about at UN? It was a Mexican dude that worked there and got fired after the video dropped, Manny.
I was
A
just talking about this employee right now.
Oh snap. Okay. So maybe yeah. But see, I don't think nobody dropped no only one person I seen drop the video on this situation. That's another thing too I want to bring up. This dude right here, the band LA person is not he's really low key, you know?
Hmm.
Like I've only seen him on this situation and then like trying to Google him, you'll be lucky if anything comes the hell up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. True.
maybe
I did. I tried to Google him. I think I like maybe two official pictures of him, maybe three.
yeah. I want to say no more than three tops, yo. And then like one they did like an interview on YouTube, but other than that, it's like dang, like you supposed to be getting crazy bread, especially when he. Man, I should pull up that video, but I'm not going to. Whenever that went like him and the homie went shopping, and they were like, "Yo, I'm about to go back and drop some more." I'm like, man, you blowing other people's money. That and this sad part is they made it appear that it was for their collection before they got heavy on the like you know, well, they was
Yeah.
retailing in, but they made it seem like this ain't going back in the store. This for me. Um, yeah. Let's see. AB says it was the girl. She works for eBay now. Manny with the kick says, well, it was both. He passed the UA Travis Scott sixes and the UA Court purples, and wow, that's wow. 87. Yeah. Manny says must been some A1 UAs to trick two people. 87 says, yep, it was. We got Cedric Baple in the building says, sup, fam. What up, Cedric?
Yo, what's going on?
What up? What up? Y'all smash the like button as y'all coming in up in this joint, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through for the night. We've been on this joint coming up on an hour, man. Thanks for showing love as always. J Rod in the building says, how do these stores even make money with the market being so down right now? Another valid question as well. Because to be honest, and that was my whole thing. Because regardless of your product selling or not in that store, the one person that's gonna get paid for the lights to stay on is the person who owned the building. So they gotta pay
Mm.
some rent to the building. And like I said, LA ain't cheap. So that's a valid. I've always wondered that too, because you think about it, like you to have a physical stores are already crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you like that's why they say they got more process. Like all the consignment shops and resale shops that I've seen is like people get mad at what we're selling it, but it's like they're getting like people's try to justify it of like, hey, we bring a different type of buying experience for the customer, this and the third. I'm like, no, you really don't. Like, you know what I'm
They're
saying?
all
Like,
just copy and paste, man. Literally, they're all just
yeah,
copy and
like
paste.
if you wanted to bring a different type of experience, surprise them with some actual reasonable deals and stills and be legit, be not like legit as in your product was because that should be a given, which that stuff has always been questionable. And we can think of any pretty much store right now. But my thing is this like, especially if there's three owners, they gotta get you want they want to, I'm assuming if you're the owner of a business, you want to damn near make sure you're making the most, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know what
At
I'm
least
saying?
get my fair cut.
Yeah. Yeah, you getting your fair like the work, so you got to pay your workers. I'm assuming just because you rent in the building, the lights ain't free. If you got a bathroom, pretty sure they finna hit you with a water bill because a sink. You know what I'm saying?
If you
Um,
actually got investors,
yeah, if you actually got investors, most definitely, because there are do be silent investors, and then
they
you
want
got
to
a
make sure that their money is working. So
yeah. I've seen a lot of things just change. Like almost seems like at the blink. I'm not surprised though, because what goes up must come down. I'll say at the peak of the resale market was what 2020, 2021. Now that it's calmed down a lot in 2022 and we're heading into 2023. And with the things that have changed too, whether they want to admit this that make a difference is things like now we don't have Adidas as a competition. So that took out a lot of people really not rocking with Adidas even on the resale market because of what's XYZ. So that's probably should start looking at some Adidas now I think about it. But some Yeezys is what I'm talking about. But I say all that to say, like they're looking at that's a loss of sale, and then now you got pretty much Jordan Brand and Nike. Let's just keep it 100. They're not dropping too many. Wow, they dropping nice stuff, but they're not dropping like major bangers where people
mhm.
feel like it's worth buying, where people are gonna go buy. I mean, sure, if a pair of Travis's drop tomorrow, or AKA today, but then again, you think about it, those Travis Air Maxes, they dope, but they're not that dope. You know what I'm saying? Like they cool, but I don't know if I can get nobody extra. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that got them. I'm not taking shots because I'll take a pair for retail only, but I don't think if I'm shopping on the resale market, I have not typed in Travis Scott Air Max ones.
I feel like they did that. Like how they did the pre-release drop on those. I think that was pretty stupid. You had to be in Texas or in Houston, right? Something like
That's
that.
when the whole Travis situation popped off. You know what I'm talking about? Where
Hmm. Yeah,
yeah, that's where it popped off. So yeah, yeah, and things ain't been the same since that either. I mean, it's better and it's made its comeback, but it would have been a major, it threw a monkey wrench to put some stuff behind. I'll put it like that.
yeah.
Let's see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Jay Bree says, I would be surprised if the urban store would be selling banned stuff for him. I wouldn't be surprised as well. I would not be surprised as well. They're too buddy buddy. You know what I'm saying? Jay Brooks says these sneaker stores and reselling ventures are closing up shop as quickly as they open. There's a sneaker reselling store near me that opened and closed within 3 years. Exactly. Because
Damn.
the thing is, you got to. It's like a trend, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a trend of anything. They're at the peak. Now we're gonna go down. Only the true remaining ones that are die head, and I'm guilty of this. I was in the game, had one foot in, one out, one time. You know what I'm saying? Where pretty much I was still in the sneakers, but I wasn't. I took a break, like because I had, like right now it's like me. I would still look, but sometimes just take a break. Sometimes you just need a break from it. I took a break from that joint, and then when I came back, I was just as worse. So that's why I ain't even taking a break for real. I'm just controlling myself and not trying to drip everything, even though I couldn't. Well, even though not everything I was really feeling. I'll put it like that. Um, Jay Brooks says these sneaker stores is reselling ventures. Read that one. Read that one. That was from Jay Brooks. JB says the dude from Urban walk around like he God. I've heard this comment from several different people. They keep it 100. So I've heard it from several different people. He's like he got his nose in the air, so to speak. I don't know. I've seen him in person. He did. I've got that vibe from him a little bit and everything, where he appears to be so honestly, he just appears to be not who he say he is anymore. And I feel like he's gotten worse now that people have like ever since the one video came out in 2019. Like, think about it. No, he doesn't even rock with no major YouTubers, and he was usually so humbling and welcoming to everybody. You know what I mean? So that's changed. One
He
thing
only he only like kicks it with his other rich friends.
yeah, rich. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, rich to me, right? Because the thing is, can't even say he like rich for real. I'm about to pop a drink real quick, but I can't even say he, rich. He may be well off, but at the same time, these stores are slowly showing you one thing that I'm learning about this with this band LA situation. This is all just alleged. Um, they live in paycheck to paycheck, just like majority of us are. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, they can make it a couple weeks, a couple months, but I mean, right now, if you pretty much your job let you go and it took you X amount of month, how long do you think? Before you, if you took you 3, 4 months to find another job, you know what I'm saying? How long can you really go without it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same difference, hey, the market don't hit like a definitely. We remember when we did the live where it was like what 8, 9 pairs of Jordans sitting over the
Hmm.
summer. And then this was also the peak of when Ye had reached his boiling point where, Adidas, you know what I'm saying? It was just not a good
Hmm.
time to be the sneaker guy, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a good
Yeah.
time to be the sneaker guy. Let's see. Let me hit the chat real good. J Rod says any must cots for February. Um, I think the what those 13s are coming out. The playoff 13s I think are coming out in February. That's a must for me. What about for you,
Hmm.
Dunks?
Yeah. Those playoffs. I haven't really been paying much attention to anything because honestly, every time I go on sneakers, the upcoming same stuff that they've been showing since the end of last, with the
Yeah.
exception of a few that they slide in there. You know.
I hate yeah. Then tomorrow we got the Union and Jordan 1 canvas joints. Those joints are dropping tomorrow on Union. And then
You gonna go for those?
on the fence, but I really more so want to see if they're gonna have the necklace joint up there and what it's gonna go for. I just want to see like wow me. I want to see the wow me factor. You know what I'm saying?
It's like maybe 500.
If it's that, I may try to go for that joint. But I mean, I'm just very curious. You know what I'm saying? The shoes are okay, but I do like those, and I know that necklace is like old school thing, but that's the point. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah,
only jewelry I really, really rock with.
and
Um,
it'll be like say Union and Jordan on it. You know.
and it's a Mercedes logo, so it's dope. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah. Let me hit the chat. Let's see. JB says big store chains are getting ready to shut down. Says mall are half open. GameStop, Walmart shutting down 200 stores. Walmart too.
Yeah.
See, and where I'm from, Walmart was kind of like it ain't no wasn't no kind of about. It's kind of like King, but I guess like they just gonna focus on the more rural areas. Then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything's gonna eventually just move online.
Well, I mean, you gotta think. With the exception of like, I guess Jordans, Amazon pretty much sells everything.
Yeah,
Amazon kind of has that on lock. You can literally buy like from the food in your house to the furniture in your house off Amazon. You know?
a lot of these business start selling on Amazon.
Yeah. So I'm saying the day that they start selling shoes and doing like some type of authentication, oh man, then it's really gonna be it's really gonna be an arms race.
I don't. I'll eat my words. Pause. If that ever happened, I don't see it going that far. But then again, you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, why would Amazon not get in on the action? You know?
I mean, they already winning already.
Hey, show why they number one.
I don't think it's gonna go there, bro. I mean, I could be
I
wrong,
mean,
but
I say yeah, you're right. Just thinking outside the box. But like I said, if that was to ever happen, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'd be a cold day in
You
hell.
literally would not need a Walmart. You literally would not need a shoe store. You
Yep.
literally wouldn't need a Bed Bath and Beyond. None of that shit because literally you can get the same stuff same day, pretty much half the stuff. So you know what I'm saying, with the exception of a
Yeah,
few things. I mean, yeah, everything is going online, and like I say, and Amazon is leading the race in that.
yeah. We got. I mean, yeah, it's hard to compete with it. Honestly, believe it or not, I rarely like Amazon. or order like it's where they're like I have no other choice. I say
Really?
like three. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't hate Amazon, but I rather go get it from somewhere else. Like, cause sometimes like that stuff can be misleading with the way they be trying to make sure the way the people to create the ads to make sure they hit those search engines. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So when you
yeah,
search,
of course.
and then so like say, okay, cool. I'll give you a perfect example. My first purchase off of Amazon was this mic boom arm and there's pretty much the holder on it. So,
Yeah,
fun fact, I looked at it, I was like, cool, I'm gonna go directly to the website. I want to order that one. So, because I had just Googled like the mic I had, well, I put in Amazon search, I'm like, boom arm, enter my microphone. They showed me ones that was compatible, but I wanted the actual boom arm that's made for this by that brand. So it was on there, but it was nowhere near the top searches. So what I had to do, I got to the website. I was going to order it directly from the website, but what I want, they had three different packages, and what I needed, they pretty much pointed me to Amazon. Like the link, they showed all the places that had it, but like the place it points you to where pretty much its only online presence really was going to be here. So it pointed me to Amazon, and I got the actual one by the company. I'm like, thank God, because I'm like, man, because they all was making, I ain't gonna say knockoffs, but like a very similar situation. I guess it's not illegal to make a boom arm, an all black boom arm. You know what I'm saying? You just can't put their logo on it.
the UA boom arm, huh?
Yeah. So pretty much, yeah. That's why I was like, man, that was really, really annoying. But I'm glad, I'm very satisfied
Yeah,
with it.
that is the sucky thing about Amazon, though, that they do have a lot of those,
Yep.
no name brands, or there's these blatant. Obviously, you're ripping off the real company,
Yep. Yep. And it's
because
so,
Amazon is literally open to letting any business sell on there. It seems.
yep. And my thing is, that's why I say I ain't trying to hate on Amazon, but it has its flaws if you really look into it.
Oh yeah, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? Like I said, I got my cameras and stuff up there, but I also made sure it was Canon USA's actual Amazon too. Because some of the time, like I said, that every time I've had to shop on there, my hands been forced. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, it just
Yeah,
makes sense to buy from here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, but yeah, this boom arm with the stand on it. A lot of my equipment I got from there. So like I said, but I can guarantee you, I can go. I went down all my histories of sales and stuff. I'm like, man, really, I spent a lot, but I really didn't spend a lot either because I really got away from that. Um, I don't know. This rubs me the wrong way a little bit. And we got the Amazon physical stores here, like the grocery stores. Now I will
Yeah.
say this. You
Have you
hit
been in one?
yes, sir. I've been in two different ones. This is one
Nice.
of the this is one of the I'm not see how I just go went down on Amazon. Pause, pause,
Awesome.
pause. But you see how I just there's no you saw how I just kind of
How you bashed them? How you just
yeah,
kept?
borderline bashed them. But I will say this: their grocery stores not only is the fresh food section. I'm talking about the hot bar where you can go get something to eat. I may check that joint out tomorrow. Food be 100 and it's fresh and it's clean and sanitary and cool. It could just because it's new. And fun fact: if you do need to return something, instead of just like going back to because you can return on Amazon, um, instead of just going to like your local UPS, which you still can, you can actually if there it'll let you know in your area, like if there's an Amazon store close when X amount of miles, you can return there and they get it's just basically like returning back in the store. You don't have to bring nothing, no box, no nothing. They take everything like, oh cool, boom, scan this, boom, boom. All right, cool. Because it give you like a
Huh?
little code. I will say they got it down to a science. That I'm impressed. So and then
Even
they
the self
remember
scan.
I ain't do that. I know what you're getting at. You got an Amazon account? No. Like
Now you did. See?
yeah. See? Yeah, exactly. Either you got one or you finna get out. But yeah, a lot of those stores, not just Amazon, have they've incorporated like you can check out right there on the like spot. You don't need a person. So
Hmm.
yeah. The
You
only
seen
thing
the McDonald's? The McDonald's that's like that now. They have an automatic McDonald's.
oh yeah, my dad, they got a little station like that. Where you can order all that, but you can pay in person or you can pay online. My stuff this like honestly, I believe with some things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They don't need all that.
Like humanless. It's like an actual McDonald's, but there's no humans in it at all.
Who cooking? Who cooking the food? Exactly. You can't. You gotta
I
have
got
somebody in there.
no.
And even if my thing is this, even if
What
it
about
is all like no humans, which I don't believe this is true. Somebody gotta provide put them joints to use, like bringing them the burgers. I was gonna say something else, but I know that was a major
Somebody
pause.
got to boot them up every morning.
Yeah, somebody gotta cut them joints on, and eventually, I don't care what type of robot and stuff it is. Who, if you touching raw burgers, it's hard not to say that. If y'all touching raw burgers, you gonna have to eventually just sanitary and wipe down and clean some stuff. I mean, behind that comes
Mhm.
blood. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't not saying it ain't true. I just not buying it. You know what I'm saying?
maybe I don't know. Maybe at night, at a certain time at night, the store shuts down for a self deep clean. You know,
All right, sounds good.
hey, I mean,
AB says the prices are too high to sustain. Rachel says he couldn't be another reseller who shit down like the others at SneakerCon. Okay, true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like with him, I noticed he don't even really be rocking there, but I remember every time he came through, all he was doing was buying. He got there early and bought up all the product and sent it back to a store. So he was taking that approach to me allegedly, right? And this is how I feel about it. He's trying to get as many pairs where he ain't got no choice but to come to him, and he can set the price how he want to.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see. Man with the Kick says no cap at JB. Rachel says shut down. I mean, okay, yeah, he's trying to shut down. Yeah, he could be another reseller who shut down like the ones at SneakerCon. Yep. And then if you're thinking not him, or you could be thinking about the other dude who was doing the what is it the mystery box joint. So
Hmm.
he could do that because that's another little thing. Let's see. Men of the Kick says King of Diamonds and Barbershop. That resale store would be Liddy. Um, yeah, I can see that. Mike Pango in the
King
building
of Diamonds,
says,
what?
huh?
He's
King
a
of
King
Diamonds
of Diamonds barbershop.
barbershop. Yeah, King of Diamonds barbershop. Pretty much, you know what King of Diamonds
Uh,
is with the mixture of a barbershop. So that
what they say
resale,
on what they
that
say on
resale,
barbershop.
huh?
I said, remember on barbershop when he sold his building to the guy. The guy was
Yeah.
like, "You can trail, well, get it some trail."
Yeah, I know, right? Oh wow, what was the name, Mister Lester or something like that?
Yeah,
Mike Pango says,
Mister
"Yo, huh?
Mister Wallace,
Yeah,
right?
I
Mister
think so.
Mister
Yeah, think
something like
so." Mister Wallace, yeah. Mike Pango says, "Yo, quick question: SneakerCon Philly is on the 11th. Is it something you would suggest going to?" Um, I think everybody's right now on the Got Soul Wave joint. That's another type of sneaker convention, but to me, right, I'm gonna speak on my experience with SneakerCon. It's worth if you never been. It's worth going. I recommend going with another fellow like sneaker person that you rock with, because it's definitely not what it used to be. It used to be what it used to be. Like, man, this makes sense now. Like, it's a bunch of when I went
that.
there last time was in 2019, and this was a thing in 2019. A lot of people that was selling sneakers was pretty much super. They were suspect back then. I know it wasn't me. One dude I tried to buy some shoes off of, he was sweating so bad to the point like overactively sweat glands type of sweating, and it's like it ain't this hot in here, and you like in shorts and a t-shirt, homie. And he was like when he hit me with the price, he couldn't even look me in the face because he knew I kind of like I guess he kind of figured I had an idea like hell no. And I was about to hit him with some negotiation, but the way he was sweating so bad, this dude had a rag, like a like washcloth, and his clothes like he was just like and like I was like, yo, so is this like he saw my face and he's like, yeah, resale man, only because XYZ and what I had to do to get it, this and the third. What they got to do with
Yeah,
me?
yeah, exactly. And I never got that. I've never gotten that about anything that people sell. I don't care about your sentimental value. I don't care about your story behind it.
Yeah,
You
because
know, like
in my case
I don't
is
care
like
what it's worth to you.
yeah, and this my thing is this: if it means that much to you, why are you selling it?
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, damn, you would do everything in your mind to keep it. Because my thing is, obviously, you don't need to sell it as bad as you do. Because if so, you would have put the right price on there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, homie? Just and then he was like, as he was like, man, yeah, just because. So he wasn't even looking at me. He's like, man, just what it took me to get it. And then he was like looking all up in the air, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm getting gypped. No, hell no. You know what I'm saying? No, not at all. And I know they offer the authentication services at SneakerCon, but I mean, who approves a table and let them in there to begin with? Nobody thinks that deep into it. But that's
Man, they have an authentication table. Man, all those dudes and their homies, man. Of course they gonna say they're real.
no, they been show where they caught some fakes, you know. So I don't know,
Yeah,
but
but I'm sure majority of them know each other.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like, ah, hey, you got these. Like you tell you got these. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, who'd you buy them from? I bought them from blah blah. Blah. Ah, yeah, that's my boy. Then, oh, they're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. So Mike Pango. So I hope that answers your question. Definitely an experience to check out, but it's I don't know. It's hit or miss to be honest, man. And they haven't been necessarily been getting a good rep to begin with, like in
Yeah.
the last couple like months or so. You know, I can remember the time when me and Dunks covered that story of where the dude was doing the 3 card Monty game
Oh
outside of
yeah.
SneakerCon while he had no affiliation with SneakerCon. Apparently, he had been following them around every other time they stopped and be the same guy out there, and they would never said anything. And then somebody popped them right. One of
Mm-hmm.
them boy, yeah, one of them boys in. Once you see, this is the thing you, and we can take it back to this Van LA situation or any consigner, right? Not picking on these, and this is just alleged. If somebody owe you the right amount of money, and you said it best when we broke down the text message, like, "Yo, homie's not sleeping." You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, exactly, man. I'm up. I am
he
up.
yeah, that's what he said. Yo, I'm up because it's like, yo, I'm up. Where's my $30,000 plus the shoes that haven't sold yet?
Man,
So
I'm telling you, man. I'm calling your mama. I'm calling everybody. No, I'll get your mama phone number. I'm calling her. Yo, hey, get your
yeah,
son a phone.
yeah. So my thing is this: dude's not. Think about it. He hit this dude up and was there the next day.
I'll be like, hey, yo, I'm at your mom's house. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee. And that would have got his attention.
Exactly. 30K, like number. And see, I think once he landed, I thought maybe he was thinking like maybe, and this is where I'm at. And maybe he's thinking like, I
I'm
gotta
here.
stay.
He's definitely got to see me.
Yeah, he's got to see me, but also he's like, I gotta remain calm. Like there's no pressure because the thing is, think about it. Yeah, you come like he already don't try to kind of he already comes across a little overly aggressive in the text message because dude was he wasn't overly aggressive, but dude already curving him. So you don't need to come and he's already curving him and responding like hours later. There's no point in showing the attitude, but I guarantee I'm willing to bet if he would have met that guy and he giving him the same type of nonchalant attitude, wasn't gonna be pretty. And I guarantee you this, right? And we've been on this joint hour and 23 minutes. We're gonna close it out at the 30-minute mark. So y'all smash that like button. Appreciate everybody for coming through. But I'm gonna tell you this. I guarantee you there is more consignment shops to come in this same situations this year and sooner than later if things don't turn around. Because I was just watching on the news. Yeah, I'm a little bit of an old man over here. I watched in the news. They already said we slow. No, it hasn't been officially declared a recession yet, but they said we're inching and itching closer and closer. So
Hey, not to not to add on to that, but anybody see that they say one of the largest egg factories here in the U.S. has burned down with what's going on with eggs and that situation right now. It's just coincidence. That's all I gotta say. You know?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, yeah. One of the U.S.'s largest egg manufacturing plants has
So
burned
that's
down.
why the price of eggs is so high.
This just recently happened. The eggs been high, but now I'm
It's about to
saying,
get worse.
yeah, because how, like, especially with it being one of the largest ones here in the U.S. and it burned down. So now, what does that mean? There's gonna have to now these smaller plants are gonna have to pick up production, which means what? increase prices on certain things, which means what? Increase prices to the consumer.
Yeah.
So
The
you know,
the
y'all
person at
seven.
the bottom, the person at the bottom always catch it the worst. The person in the middle catch it from both ends. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just doing, I'm just doing my part, pretty
yeah,
much.
I that's the I just work here guy. You know,
Yeah.
and
Don't shoot the messenger.
yeah, I'm just a messenger. I just work here, and hell, if things don't pick up, I may not be working here much longer. So they screwed all the way around when you in the middle.
Say, if things keep looking this way, I'm gonna be knocking on the owner's door too with you.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. JB says, and he was homeless. He should be humbled. Uh, I'm tired of this, right? I'm tired not to take shots at you, JB, and I know who you're talking about. How homeless, where's the proof? And I know like there's no proof because reality is if he's truly homeless or was homeless, he don't own most of his stuff. I mean, you had he never he just said he was homeless, and then pretty much his story is like I'm homeless and I came to this. No, he homeless. I've heard another story where he said him and his wife, and this is all alleged. They said that how they got in the business was pretty much they lined up outside of a store or one that was a shoe that was dropping, and they offered to
Hmm.
buy other people's in front of theirs too, and then slowly started selling them
I
back.
thought it
And
was that they offered to stand in line.
yeah, same
Mm,
scenario.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he started getting the shoes and started selling. I'm like, and you can't nah, man. I mean, sure, there's credit and stuff along the way, but
I heard
I
he was unemployed, and
yeah,
that's
I'll,
you
I'll
know, like,
I'll give that. I'll give him that. The word
yeah,
homeless,
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't. Again, I'm not saying if it's true. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm just saying homeless is used vaguely. Homeless to
Yeah.
me means like where you what were you? This is my thing, and this has never came out. Homeless, were you like meaning you were in a car homeless, or were you like I'm literally on the ground. I have nothing but the clothes
I mean,
on my back.
there's different levels to homelessness. Like you could be homeless, like if you stay with someone, technically it's not yours. You're just staying with them. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of homelessness.
Yeah, it's a form of it. And alleged, this is all alleged and it's just opinionated. I
Yeah.
don't know if this is true or not. But my thing is this the way the story sold is like, I was outside on the ground. He's never confirmed this. I don't know. This is all alleged. But he's confirming it like, I was pretty much out on the ground and
Hey,
all
and
of
the
a sudden
first
got
thing, the first thing to get yourself out of that situation was, hey, I'm gonna sell shoes.
yeah, and you did it with
you know?
and then like he and that and you know how many he's not the only one. They all come from that story where it's like, and I literally came from nothing. I had nothing but this on me, and then I came and made this situation. I'm like, yeah, and I've noticed not all, because some people really can tell you where they started from, but a lot of them when you ask them to go, like, yeah, but how did you? They'll say everything, and then you be like, but how did you do it? They can't. They never seem to know. My thing is this: if I'm coming off the ground and I'm all of a sudden making that crazy amount of money, I ain't saying I would give people my complete business plan because maybe that's where they're stopping at. But I'd be like, all I did was X, Y. I would give the foundation because the thing is, obviously, to get there is a lot of hard work. So not everybody
I
got the
mean,
same work ethic as you
and,
either.
it's not hard to go get a bank loan.
Yeah, but with no job and no form of income coming in to get the loan,
So they allege.
I'm just saying that's what homeless is. They
Yeah,
saying they not getting, you know what I'm
so they
saying?
allege.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I know they got loans and stuff and all that stuff and use credit cards and XYZ and
Max credit cards.
and there's business credit cards with bigger amounts. I'm pretty sure all that again, I don't know. This is all alleged. But yeah, that's why I said like you gotta have in order to make money, you gotta have money. It take money
And
to make
spend
money.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make money, yeah, you gotta spend money to make money. So if you don't have nothing to begin with, you may have been homeless, but you wasn't jobless. So
No,
you was
I think
eating
it's the other
somehow.
way. I think it's the other way around.
What you mean? Go ahead.
He may have been jobless, but he wasn't homeless.
Yeah. But either way, insert whatever y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Men on the Kick says he should be JB, but he capping for the camera, shaking my head. um,
Yeah.
I mean, allegedly, right? JB says facts. Manny JB says, um, but they got like 2K store though. I mean, again, he started from somewhere. I mean, I'm not taking any hard work from
And
him.
I
It's
mean,
just
you had a conversation once again, the other day about his situation, and remember how I explained to you how he technically, allegedly, runs his store.
right. Yeah, you did offline. Jay Brooks says at this point you gotta sell dope, do hair, and babysit at the same time.
Out the same house.
Oh God, you got that from that's out next Friday.
Yeah.
Police don't know when to kick the door in. um, Man with a Kick says trap and pimp plus a 9 to 5. Brooks Man says pause Dame Dash voice. AB says once you have a name, they trust their name. True, it's all about definitely getting your name out there. That's part of being a successful business. Manny with the Kick says I peeped that Dunk's eggs going to be $20 soon. Shaking my head.
Mhm.
Jamie Rogers, my bad. Jamie Rodriguez says facts. Cool. And then we got SISA in the building says there's a convention in my area soon. I'll let you know what I see. Okay, cool. So some people still believe in that. Like I said, I miss the old traditional way, but there still be those OGs that come out, like some people who been out the game and just decide to just go out there and see what it is. So I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna say this, and I'll take that. Who asked that? Was that JB? No, that was Mike Pango. Mike Pango. Honestly, if you've never been, homie, check it out. I mean, if you haven't been in a while, definitely check it out. But I will say this: I remember when it was nothing but a whole bunch of sneaker YouTubers that used to join that be on those sneaker cons, and they all faded away. So not the YouTubers, they're still around, but I'm saying like they stopped going to the sneaker cons with the exception of like one person, and even then they don't really go like that anymore. Um Manny with the Kick says SISA 100. So most definitely. So we've been on this joint hour and 32 minutes, man. We're gonna go ahead and close things out for tonight, man. Definitely a great, interesting topic. Definitely glad we were able to dive on this one. Pretty much banned LA. The information that's out there, we have presented it. You guys make your own decision. Hopefully, this is all alleged and homie is a man of his word. I honestly deep down feel like he's doing, if this stuff is true, we don't know. I do feel like if it was to be, he's doing everything he can to try to get everybody, at least get himself out the hole. Because I mean, he's trying, but hell, it's just easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yep. Hmm.
But that's pretty much for tonight, man. We will be back on Saturday with another Sold Out Live. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love on Music Mondays, man. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones. I make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls. We are definitely working on getting the podcast back up on Spotify slowly but surely. It's there. But we're making some things and tweaking some things to make sure it's definitely searchable. But other than that, man, closing things out for the night, man. Y'all smash the like button, sub up to the channel, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Dunks take us out.
Hey man, thanks everybody for joining us, man. This was another good one, man. Another great topic. Everybody was pretty active in the chat. Appreciate everybody for coming through. So yeah, I just hope everybody has a great rest of your night, man. Great rest of your week, and yeah, we'll see you guys on Saturday.
Most definitely, man. And we're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
6-6. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net out. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net out. I said I've been saving, dog, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, oh, they looking at me funny, ayy. In the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. I said I've been slaving, dog, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. I said I've been slaving, dog, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, ooh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then they never showed me love. They been hating since day one, dog, you looking sus. Now they switching sides, I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real, I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now, and they tryna call. Ooh, this summer's mine, but they tryna watch me fall. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next up. Feeling like I'm Curry, I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, ooh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net hole. Yeah. I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Yeah, I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, so feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm balling on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed, so now the way I'm winning, I might have to cut the net. Hey, I said I've been saving, dog, let me see the money. Hey, now I'm popping, oh, they looking at me funny. Hey, I was in the rain waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can't tell me I don't love to say. On my way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke, can't get hot, I can been so low. I've been trying to get it, told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they texting, but back then